volume there. My event is starting. Wait, what? Nice music. Where is... Here we go. We are live, everybody. But there's nobody here. Where is the link? I want the link. I want the share link. Come on. Oh, we're not receiving data at fast enough rate. Oh, pish posh, you're not. Nothing's even happening except for me talking. I was joking. Hey, so there's somebody here. Hello, Tark French. Somebody is here. A couple minutes early. But, you know, that's how I do. I was joking. Nice music, bro. I'm very confused. Was there music playing someplace? There shouldn't have been. I hope there wasn't. That'd be a copyright strike. I didn't have anything playing. Nope, nothing's playing. Oh, actually, the easiest way is just look here. And there's definitely no desktop audio. I still need to know where's is the share link? Come on, YouTube. Why do you have to do this to me? Oh, here we go. Copy link address. May as well go ahead and post this in her. And over here. No, I don't want to allow notifications. Why dost thou thinkest that I always dust? We want videos. Here we go. Oh, what am I? I forgot. That's showing a window, or showing a desktop, not a specific window. Okay, so I want this. I'm streaming live. Could you stream not live? Probably not. So I probably don't need to say I'm streaming live. I'm streaming. Making mobs in Blender. Boop. Post that. Let's just post that right here. Throw on some tags. Mind test. Yes. What do you know? Blender, of course. Let's copy that. Let's share it on that social media. Share it on this social media. By the way, if you're not already, you should totally follow me on my social medias, which are all linked on my website, nathansalpat.com, because offhand I couldn't tell you what they all are. I can, however, in a few moments, just a few moments, I can pull them up. So, ta-da! Oh, thanks. It is a nice scorpion. I might be doing some animating on it. We're gonna find out. We'll see what the peoples want. If thou art on any of these platforms and YouTube, isn't enough for you, you can follow me on any of these other places as well. Though it should be noted that pretty much every other video sharing site, like this one, this one, yeah, those only get the mod review videos, none of the Let's Plays. I know most people probably don't care about Let's Plays, but I can't be uploading that many gigs to these many different sites. A lot of them don't let you put on unlimited like YouTube does, which is the only reason I'm still using YouTube, is because I can put unlimited content on it with pretty much zero issues. Whereas pretty much every other site, you're kind of limited into the amount of content or the resolution. Oh, which, by the way, I suppose I could leave that here. This is a stream of many firsts. Oh, and it is 1:30 local time. So this is when the stream is technically supposed to start. But I'll wait for maybe some people to show up. Let me just see this. All right. Let's pop out the chat over here. All right. Oh, well, what's that all about? So YouTube lets me use night mode for the pop out chat, but if I pop the chat in, which I think I do just by closing that, I can't use night mode. What kind of stupidity is this, YouTube? Come on, get with the program. But I like night mode, so I will put it back to that. I don't have big enough screens. Oh, wait, maybe I can put this here. Or maybe I just have too much content I'm trying to see. Oh, but if I have... The pop-out chat doesn't tell me how many people are viewing. So I guess I kind of just have to leave it as the inside chat to get the analytics. Oh, I didn't know there was an errors thing. User reported errors. Evidently, you guys can report errors? Nobody has ever, though. At least on this stream. Filters all locations. Interesting. I didn't know there was these kind of things. Somebody's watching this in 480. Is it at all visible for you? I may have to tweak things. I don't know. This is a stream of mini firsts. Give me like 2 seconds. Okay. Let's close this. This is a stream of mini firsts. So the first, I am not streaming on Twitch. No, I've never streamed on Twitch. There is some platform that somebody recommended, suggested, mentioned, whatever word you want to use once, that lets you stream to multiple platforms at a time. But I don't remember what it was called. And the only other streaming service I know of is Twitch. And I don't really know what the point would be, seeing as how I have no subscribers on Twitch, and I have a few on YouTube, which I don't know if I can see. Yeah, 467. I don't know if it would really make any sense to go on Twitch. Is there something better about Twitch than there is YouTube? I don't know. I thought actually that Google owned Twitch too. I could be completely wrong. I don't know, but I thought they did. But yeah, back to the firsts. As you may have noticed, right in this area. Oh, wait. Yeah, okay. Right in this area here, where there normally is my face. Not too unusual, but there's no way I can really demo this. I can't reach it. My DSLR, it's kind of hacky. This is what I'm doing because I can, and this is the only way to do it. So I'm using the software called Entangle, if that's how it's supposed to be enunciated, which lets me interface with my camera and get a live feed from my camera. And then I'm using OBS. I suppose I can show you that too. And I'm using a source. Oh, wow. Can I really do all this stuff? I can. That's not what I wanted. Maybe properties. Oh, boy. That may have just broken things. Okay, it didn't. So I'm doing this window. Okay, it doesn't show the full window anyways. But yeah, I'm pretty much just grabbing this window in OBS and then cropping it to the video feed, if we can call it that, and then throwing a little filter. Why? I don't know what I'm doing, obviously. Throwing a little filter on it of this image mask of a circle. Do I like Mindtest? Yes, I most definitely do like Mindtest. Hence the channel title. And let's just do this for funsies. Hence the channel title and the streams and the content. Where is this one? Oh, that's from there. Okay, so let's throw this here. Just, to make things super trippy. Now I forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, so I'm doing this. This is kind of experimental. I had some issues in the pre-stream pre-flight checklist. That's just what I'm calling it. It's not a real thing. Where my camera was automatically turning itself off. I don't know how accurate this information is. So what I actually did was I did a I did a Google search to see if there was some way I could interface my camera with OBS, which this was the solution. And they said to use Canon has a utility that does the same thing, but it's not available for Linux. Of course, go figure. So Entangle is, and actually it's working better than it's ever worked before for me. I've used it in the past many years ago, and it pretty much didn't work at all. And this has been working really well. Hello, Farfadet46. Thanks for joining. And yeah, so it's working. I don't know if this is actually accurate, battery level 100, because with my camera, what happens, you plug a USB cable into it, and then you can get the feed right here. But I don't know if that battery level is accurate, because I had an issue when I was testing this out where the battery died, and then you obviously lose the feed because it's using battery power to do this. I don't know how much power it's using. Depending on how well this works out, I suppose I could close that. Oh, no, I can't close it. What am I thinking? Depending on how this works out, I may get a power adapter, which they make these things that pretty much they plug into the battery spot on your camera, and it just plugs into a wall. So you have pretty much unlimited power. I mean, as long as the power in your house doesn't go off, at which point, if my house's power did go off, my computer would be turning off and my internet would be off. So it really wouldn't make any difference. But yeah, it's something to think about. And I might get myself a green screen too to throw behind me. But with this, I've got to build something too, because I've got a tripod set up behind my monitors. But so the tripods normally have the handle where you can tilt your camera. Well, the handle, if I have it pointing towards me, hits the back side of the monitor, and I can't tilt it down. And if I have it the other way around, it hits the wall. So it's to the side. So I can't control the tilt with the handle. But the platform that the mount piece is on, I'm doing a horrible job describing this, has a hinge type of thing. Hello, Joshua Parks. So I can use that to adjust the height. But I'm going to build something, I think, that'll be a little less sketchy. I mean, this is working pretty good though. So, but what I really like about this over the webcam, even though there's extra levels that I'm going through, this gives way better quality image than my webcam does, because I'm taking this image here and I'm scaling it down to this size here, which if we pull this over, what's that? Maybe half the size? So I'm pretty much taking double the pixels and shrinking them down, which gives me a better looking image. And I have zoom that I can do optically. Oh, and I have it on manual focus. So the focus won't be jumping around. Like, I can throw my hand up here and it'll be blurry, but it'll stay blurry because it's manual focus. And if I lean back, I don't know if I'm actually far enough out where my face will get blurry, but you can see my bed that is perfectly well made, because who doesn't make their bed first thing in the morning when they get up? Am I right? What else? There was some other firsts. Oh, I'm streaming in 1440, so please let me know if there are any issues. Per the stats here, the health is good. The stream rate is working. I don't know if I could do gameplay. I suppose we could just give it a little spin to see. I don't know if it's gonna be able to handle this kind of a data rate. Oh, I need to be up a little bit so I can see what it says about my stream health. All right, so here we are in Minetest 5.0 dev build, of course. Oh, I should turn my speakers off. I guess it really wouldn't matter because they were pretty low, but it's saying the health is good. OBS is reporting 8,000 kilobyte upload, 9,000 kilobyte. Still says health is good, so I'm assuming I could do gameplay streams as well. You're watching 140 or 144? Can you even see anything at that resolution? Is my face just like 16 pixels, a little 4x4? Okay, the camera seems to be getting a little choppy. Maybe that's just me though. Okay, maybe it's not. I don't know. I thought it was looking a little choppy. As far as I can tell though, I could do I guess I could do gameplay videos as well. I mean, I'm recording all my stuff in 1440 now. Let's close this and let's get to why people are here. How to make an interesting mod? Lots of ways to make interesting mods. One way is to make these little guys. So this is how do I make the bones disappear? I'm not there we go. I'm not too familiar with Blender 2.8, which is what this is. Oh, I'm not even using this right. We want, nope. There we go. We got some real-time shadows. Let me turn off these. So this little guy has been around for a while. Let me pull it up. I never actually really did anything with it though. Whoops. Let's try that again. So it's available to download from my website. Right here. It's the blend file, the texture, UV map, and a list of animations. I'd never put it into a mod though. That's not what we will be doing today though, because that's too much work. So what we will be doing is some animating, and eventually this should become a mod. But one thing that either I just didn't know at the time when I made this, or it just wasn't possible, you can have, I think it's 5 different animations for each thing. I don't know. So you can have like 5 attack animations, 5 walk animations, 5 rest. Is it called rest? Like when it's just standing, 5 standing, idle. That's what it is. 5 idle animations. So we're gonna make some extra animations and stuff here. That's the plan anyways. And if you have any other Blender related questions, feel free to ask them in the chats. As far as this looking like Hightail's textures and models, I have seen the Hightail trailer and some of their stuff, but this was made long before. Does this give a date? No, it doesn't have a published date. Let me just look and see if that's on my website when I put this page up. It's probably here someplace. Yeah, this was authored on. Let's just you know, for some proof. I authored this on 2017 04. What's 4? January, February, March, April. April 2nd, 2017 is when I put this post on my website. So it was probably made prior to that. But yes, this predates Hightail, or at least the announcement for Hightail. So didn't steal anything, didn't take any inspiration from them. They stole it from me. I don't remember them having any scorpions or anything though. But I have to now figure out how to unhide the bones. Oh, I just have to do that. Oh, let me know if anything if you guys can't make out what this stuff is, depending on what resolutions you're watching at. You probably can't. Let me see. This is not doing what I expected it to do. In 2.79, okay, well that works. Of course you can't see anything because my head's there. Let me throw my head up here, because I'm not really gonna be doing anything in the outliner, so that doesn't matter. I don't know what I just did. Okay, so we can make this larger. I don't know if we'll really be doing anything with that either, but it's a little larger. I'm still getting used to 2.8. I haven't really used it much. I actually did a bunch in here before. No, yeah, I knew you didn't mean I copied it. They're just saying it has that style, which maybe it does. I mean, I guess kind of. But yeah, I had to do a whole bunch of stuff to get this to work. Somehow these bones weren't visible, and I don't know how I made them visible, but somehow I made them show up because they showed they were visible here, but I couldn't find them in the file. And there was some other weird stuff. I do use Atom for my coding, yes, though we won't be looking at that here. I had a weird issue too where, and this might, oh, okay, there, it's working. And this might be because I opened a 2.79 file with 2.8, and I don't know, actually, let's see. When you open, okay, it does have an option to load UI, and I did, so that's probably what screwed it up. But the UV editor just had an image viewer, something here. Yeah, it had the image editor, which wouldn't show me the UV layout, which is like, well, this is really useless. So I had to change that. And for some reason, the compositing, they changed this. So now there's a shader editor and there's compositing, which are both node editors, but they're both different. So that was confusing for me too. But these little tabs up top would have been all right had I not imported the UI. So that's my fault. But with all that said, let's do some animating. I don't know. I've got some things down here. You can't see them because they don't get bigger when I zoom in. I've got markers. So all these little dots are where I have keyframes of something. So I have the walk cycle ending at frame 210. But these feet continue to slide back to 220 is my last frame of animation. So what do we want to animate? Another attack? Where's his attack? So attack currently, that's attack end. Oh, it's a long attack. So currently the attack is this little thing here. And he kind of kicks his stinger forward. But his stinger really doesn't go far enough forwards to hit anybody. So let's make another attack. And we'll start it at 220. I think Control M adds a marker. No. Okay, maybe M adds a marker. M adds a marker. Control M renames. Nope. How do I rename the marker? Shift M? Why did they change keys? Marker rename? Control M. That's what I was trying. There we go. Oh, maybe, I don't know. What do I think about using Sublime Text for coding? I've never used Sublime Text for coding, so no comment, no idea. We're gonna do attack underscore start underscore 2. None of this really matters as far as the naming here. It's just a little something for myself. Where is my control? Yeah, let's flip that to the bottom. That's more like what I'm used to. I also don't need that quite so large. And we can zoom in on this, I suppose. So for attack 2, I don't know how long it's going to be. Where is my... Here we go. So we will start our animation at 220 and maybe 260. 40 frames long enough for an attack animation? I don't know. But we will start with it. So first things first, we need to go into pose mode. And I should mention, there are invisible bones. So if I look at layer 2, these are all, what are they called? IK? FK? I don't remember which this is. It's just IK, yeah. So basically this is set up, this was all set up off camera. I actually have a video on this on how to do I have a video? I think I have a video. Let me check before I say I do, because if I don't, I'll show you how to do it. I'll just pull this over here so we're not You know what? That actually might be... Um... 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 I could have sworn I had a video on doing inverse kinematics. Constraints? Maybe it's this? Dare I watch a YouTube video while I'm streaming to YouTube? No, not really. So I'll just go to This is heading off to be a great stream. What is this video called? I don't know, because I think they're just done with numbers. Okay, it's not even there. It might be in ooh. Oh, here we go. B3D for mind test. I don't know which number this is. Oh, it's number 6 if I look at that. And let's make this a little larger. Oh, no. Oh, wait. Are we still... I don't know. Are we good? Am I back? Something's not looking right here. Everything is... Why is this all... What did I do? What have I done? That's not running smoothly at all. Well, let's not load the UI. Scorpion. But where's my... Oh, I just need to redo the... Hey! Alright, so that was totally my fault. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what I did, but I broke things. And for some reason it's looking very choppy now. Like the I don't know if... Let's just try this. Okay, so this looks fine. I may have to just turn this off. And we'll see if that doesn't fix itself. Okay, yeah, I tried playing that video to see if I explained how to do the bones, and it broke. I don't know what I did, but it broke. So I got it working, obviously. We're back. Fortunately, it did not wreck the stream. I just need to get this showing back up. Oh, you know what? That's... No, it did work. Okay. Let me figure this out. It won't take long. I just need to... Yes, there's that. So where do I do the texture? I don't want to do a... Oh, wait. Let's go to shading. Oh, hey, look. It's playing. This is all so very different. Is this not using the nodes? Use nodes. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I don't need to use principles BSDF. Let's just use a simple diffuse shader because it's good enough for me. And let's add a image texture. Here we go. That should be in the thing. Perfect. And I will also go ahead, even though I guess I don't have to, and add the UV map to the vector. All right, there we go. So let's get back to our animation of... Hey, where's... There we go. Oh no, the bones are gone again. I don't know how I found them. Oh. Why was the bone layer set to a layer nothing was in? That was silly. Okay, so that's fixed. I don't know what all this stuff is. I need to change these around. So let's change this to graph editor. Yes. And a dope sheet. No, I don't think I need the dope. You know what? I'll just leave that though, because I don't know what I would change. All right, so let's get back on the road here. So we're going to add a frame at, or not a frame, a marker at 240. For some reason, do I have to be, okay, I don't know how that works one time, not the other. So we're going to do attack underscore start underscore 2. And let's actually show both of these. So each of these little feet here, these little magical feet, because he doesn't really have feet, it's just kind of the bottom of the leg. But those control, I don't know why we can't see, I might have to go to wireframe to see that. It's still not showing. So we'll just go back to this. But this basically is moving this bone with a pivot point of there, is how this works. Whoa. And the same thing with the tail. I believe this bone here, yep, it moves a whole chain. So it pretty much controls this bone's movement down to there. And if we click on the body, the feet all stay on the same spots, as does the tail. And he can do like, oh, we could recreate that dancing crab scene, you know, just like that. Or don't they like throw their feet up and down too? I don't know, I haven't watched it enough. And this does something different than this. No, it does the same. Whoa, his tail pulls off. Interesting. So if I do this one, his tail will pull off. If I do this one, it won't. But it will continue to point to those bones. That's just a quick and dirty overview. So let's get to this attack. So I think for this attack, we're going to move the body. I'm kind of thinking like make him rear up. Do scorpions actually rear up in real life? Probably not, but you know what? That's okay. I'm just going to see if this will work now that it's had some time to sit and think. Nope, it's not working. So actually, I can probably throw the webcam back on. Hey, look, it's a low resolution, horrible color, autofocus nightmare. But it's not super choppy, so I guess I have to keep working with the digital camera. Anyway, so we're going to do, this bone will move, so and we will insert rotation. And, you know, I'm going to go ahead and do the location as well, just because I might move its location. Go ahead and throw that into quad view with Control-Alt-Q. So here we've got the guy. I suppose I don't need to see the bones that I can't really control. And the floor plane is under these feet, which is kind of invisible, which is lame. So I'm going to go ahead and extrude that down just a little bit. That way I have a floor plane visible, because if it's just a sheet, I can't see it. But now if there's an edge, I can. And let's do some action. Actually, before we can do the action, let's start, or set the stop. We were going to do 260, right? 240 to 260. Wait. Oh, 220. 220 to 260. There, so now if we play the animation, it'll loop that. Perfect. So the start frame should have nothing happening. The end frame should be returning to the rest position, so we will set the location and rotation on that. And the middle of 240 to 220 to 260 is 240. So 240, we're going to rotate this guy up and maybe pull it down some, like that. And we'll go ahead and insert a rotation and the location. So he rears up. That the elevation didn't work. Try that again. Insert location. Why is this not working? I need my little widget. How do I turn the widget on? Nope. Nope. Overlays? I just want to see my widget. Widget, how do I turn on the widget? It's not in that. Oh, that changes these. Those change what my camera view is. Pose mode, yes. Lets me, yeah, that's all cool and great and dandy and good. How do I, oh, here we go. Manipulator object. I just want this one off. There we go. Oh. Actually, let's take and pull this up. Okay, so location and rotation, I'll have frames. I'll have keyframes, I'll have keyframes. So if they all have keyframes, why can't I set one at a lower location? What is going on here? Because that sure don't look right. Green is when it's being acted on. 0, 0, 0, 0. It's all zeros. All zeros. Okay, I guess it's working and it just doesn't look like it for whatever reason. Alright, so I'm going to have to pull the tail. I don't have to, but I'm going to. Let's kick this back. Oh, before we do any of that though, it's important to set a location and rotation and go to the last and set both. So then when we set one here, it has rest positions to come back to. And basic, I don't even know if this is going to work, honestly. The idea is it's kind of using its tail to provide balance, I guess. Oh, I forgot to throw a keyframe in. This is actually going to look really dumb, I think. Okay, let's pull this up a little. There we go. Let's see how this looks when we play it. He's doing push-ups. This guy is building those abs. Like look at his abs. Just look at those muscles ripple. Okay. So maybe okay. It's probably not great, but sure, we'll go with it. His front feet, I am going to move as well. Now, actually, you know what? I don't know if I had to set rotation for any of this stuff, with the exception of this bone, because I didn't rotate. I don't even know if I can rotate this. I mean, I can, but it doesn't do anything, because the rotation doesn't affect, it's only its location that does. Oh well, whatever. So, I don't know, what should the scorpion do when he's fighting? Like, throw his feet out? Ooh. That looks kind of menacing. Let's see what happens. What in the... If I set a keyframe on one, it sets everything back if there's no keyframe on it? That's silly. Alright, let's make these bones invisible. Yeah, that doesn't look too intimidating. It looks like an exercise thing. Like he's pumping some irons. How do you make it more intimidating? Whoops, I just lost the bones. Let's turn it back on. Is his head animatable? Oh, yeah, you can twist his head all kinds of crazy. Alright, so maybe have the head tilts to look at what it's attacking? That would seem to make sense to me. Let's go back to this middle. And let's rotate about there. See how that looks now. It keeps its head very straight, actually. Which is aight. It's still not too terrifying, though. But it just looks like it's working out. How do I make this more scary? And what is with all this goofiness? It's like showing... I don't know what it's showing. I don't use the dope sheet. I just use the graph editor when I tweak stuff. Ooh. Ooh, ooh. What if we do like a little punchy pow pow? That sounded really stupid. Okay, so let's do this. Let's grab all of the animation from this frame, and we'll just scoot it forwards. What am I jumping in? 5s? That used to, okay, -10. -15. I think we'll do 10. So, yeah, so it rears up real quick. Okay, perfect. Then what we need to do is we're going to, I hate this. You have to double tap A to deselect. It's so dumb. We'll drag these 24. No, it's supposed to be jumping to increments of 5. Why is this not working? Control, it's snapping there. Okay, well I think we need to go 20 frames. Is that right? Yeah, okay. So now he just freezes. Perfect. Perfect. That's what we want. I know you probably didn't think that's what we want. Alt-A to deselect. Nope. I know that's what they do. Oh, am I really clipping my audio? That's what it said. I don't know which way I have to turn that. I went through the preferences and deleted every single Alt-A to deselect. Because Alt-A is supposed to play animation. Spacebar pulls up the search. I hate the idea of using Alt-A to play, or to deselect. Because as long as I've used Blender, Alt-A has always been play animation. So I changed that. But yes, Alt-A would normally deselect. You would also, I mean, and you can change all the options and whatever, but I want to stick with the 2.79 shortcuts because I know them. Alright, so let's do a little pow pow thing. So, you know what? Let's actually try to automate this. Automate's probably not the right word. How do I do this? I want to add a modifier. Oh, wait, no, I need to select the channel. We want this to be on the Y, and we want to modifiers. There we go. Okay, we're going to add a modifier of noise. The restrict frame range. The start frame is going to be 230, I think. The end is going to be 250. Okay, so now if we play this. Wow, look at that guy. That's a little too fast, I think. Like, that's a quick pump. That would hurt. Okay, we are going to put a little bit of a fade in and out on this, I think. Strength. Those are some really big punches. Like, there should be like 3. Yeah, that's going way too far, though. Way too far, buddy. Let's make that a little weaker. I mean, it could work. Right? Like, if this was facing me, And I was doing this little bop, bop, bop kind of a punch. I'd be terrified. I mean, I'd just be terrified in general if I saw a giant scorpion like this. Doesn't matter if he's doing a little punch or not. Now, I think I can actually copy it and then paste it onto this one like so. Now, unfortunately, that makes it look extremely mechanical because they're both exactly the same. So, I thought there was like a noise. Oh, that's the phase. Yeah, look at that. He ends with this one big punch right before he goes back down. Okay, that's looking good, but he's looking a little too, I don't know, robotic almost. Like there's no movement to his body. So let's take this bone, and I can't actually do anything with that manually, but if we throw a modifier, wait a minute, what is this? It has a modifier on its noise already. Can I throw another one on? I can. Perfect. Okay, now he's just looking like he's trying to show off. Like, enough of that, buddy. Enough of that. Let's do a little, there we go. Just a little subtle something, like you're not a robot. You know? And maybe let's, I don't know, this tail. Yes, that is 100% correct. Scorpions do have pinchers. This is like a sci-fi mutant post-apocalyptic scorpion, which is why it's a monster. And pretty sure scorpion faces don't look anything like this either. Let me get rid of that bone. Go away. Pretty sure they don't look like that. It was meant to be like a cute, terrifying thing. It was actually meant for my Illuminati mod, and I was just lazy and never got around to putting it in there. Or did I? Maybe I did. I don't think I did though. But yeah, so like the original plan, he was gonna have like a laser cannon on his tail or something. But I never did that. That's not what I want. Yes, it is. Where? I've got to get used to this stuff. Also, 8 legs is too much work to animate. And I'm lazy. It's too much work trying to figure out all the walk cycle and stuff. Nah, I ain't got time for that. Alright, so let's see about doing something with this tail. He throws it down and then it just stays perfectly still. And I can't really do too much with it, because it's supposed to be supporting his body. If you're using something to support your body, that there's going to be a lot of friction on this. So I don't really see that like I can do anything, because it's pushing into the ground. So he wouldn't be like swaying it back and forth, which that doesn't actually even work. That pulls it up before it goes to the sides. Interesting. I did not know that would happen. If it jumped forwards a little. Good suggestion. Let's try that. Can I do that without redoing everything? Yeah, all I have to do is grab this. And we would want to change its Y location. Oh yeah, it doesn't move at all. I think I can actually just grab that point and pull it up. Why do I get the feeling that that's not what I want? That's going side to side. Oh, that's not the Y, that's why. There we go, okay. So let's throw them forwards and forwards. All right, let's see how this, ooh, I might have to fix the punching now. Oh wait, that didn't work. Wait, did it? His tail came disconnected. I did that wrong. I probably should have moved that bone forwards. No worry though, no harm, no foul. We'll just throw these back down. I suppose I could have just undone that too, but the undo key is overused. Okay, so this frame, there should be no location difference. Then at this frame, we'll move him forwards. Let's just try 1 to see what that looks like. Then at 250, doesn't move, but needs a frame, so it doesn't. And then, oh, I have to move him back. I get a feeling every time I'm doing a keyframe on these, it's doing all of them. No, it's not. I don't know, it just looks weird. Okay, let's make those go away. Oh man, how do I full screen a window? Shift space doesn't do that. That's what shift space used to do. Full screen the thing. That didn't work. Also, his tail does some funky stuff there. There's like a snap when the IK breaks. Maybe make him actually jump. But first, let me see if I can't quickly figure out how to make this. No, wait, I want preferences. See if I can figure out how to make this thing go full screen. I don't even know what you would... Evidently, I don't know how to spell full screen. Toggle maximize area. Action zone full screen. Action zone full screen? Control arrow keys don't do anything. Oh, hey! Control space does it. Okay. Well, good. But I need those bones hidden. There we go. Alright, let's see. You know what? This camera is useless. There's like a little boxer in the ring. Yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not... You don't even notice it. Like, his legs twist a little bit. Let's try... Nope, didn't want to do that. Let's try scooting this a little further forward. Like, you don't even really notice that. I don't know which... That's this one? No, that's not that one. That's this one. Okay, so if it was there, let's throw it up to there. I mean, it's got a bit of a forward lunge and then a long ease out. It might be... it might be better if I make him actually jump. Can I easily do that, though? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. The trick is he'd then have to, like, do a step back. Let's go ahead. I don't know what this is doing. We're just going to throw one here. And we're going to call this attack underscore end underscore 2. And then we'll go 5 frames from there. And we'll just start with a fresh slate. So, we will start our animation at 225. I don't know how many we're going to need, so I'm just going to go all the way up to 300. Not 225, 265. That's more like it. Okay, so he's doing nothing, which is perfect. So if he was going to leap forwards, like actually leap, let's just walk this through first. His body would go down. He might do something with his tail, but this is his rest position. So we'd be starting with there from his tail. Would he lower his tail? He might. His tail's just kind of like a goofy little appendage that you gotta do something with. Like, point to stuff. I don't know. Anyway, so he would start by crouching down. I could do that better like this. Crouch down, so he'd get a lot of spring in there. And probably go back too. Oh man, this is what we're talking about. This is how you give kids nightmares. All right, so he's crouched down, then he leaps into the air, springing up and forward. His little feetsies would come off the ground at some point. I mean, technically he could go up to like here, where his feet will actually pull off the ground. That might be the easiest way to do it as well, actually. Then after he's airborne, this is probably completely non-physically realistic, but he'd kind of throw up the front of his body more. Flail out with his front legs. Scoot these guys forwards a lot. These ones forwards just a little bit. Like so. His tail would have to do something. Maybe curl up, I don't know. Then this would come down with like a resounding thud. Kind of going forwards like that. Throw these little feet up a little more. Maybe like paw at the dirt. This is so unrealistic for a scorpion attack, I feel, but you know, whatever. It's not really even technically a scorpion. Yes, his tail's kind of just like that extra bit. You do that afterwards. It just needs to exist and do something. But it kind of wants to have a curl to it. I gotta see what deals with that. Because the pose mode is this, with his tail perfectly straight out. So I'm not sure why it always wants to have a curve to it. That's probably just how the bones work. Or maybe I set it up that way, that it can't curve downward. I don't remember, it's been so long. Alright, so he'd kind of go up to this, and then everything would have to clear back out to nothing at the end. So it'd have to do like a little step back. Alright, let's actually do this now. Okay, so we'll start with the course, which is the location. Nothing too special there. We'll give him 5 frames. No, you know, let's give him 10 frames. 10 frames to really get low. Is that... he could get a little lower. We're talking like limbo low here. And go back. Boy, that might be a little too low. His belly shouldn't be scratching the ground. It's going to add too much friction. Okay, let's insert a location frame. So here he's at rest position. He squats down and back a little bit. That's like not going back at all. You can do better than that, buddy. You really want to have some lunging. Here we go. All right. Then this lunge is like nothing in like 5 frames. He's airborne. Thinking right about here. We can always refine this. Let's see, is this terrifying yet? It would be terrifying, except his legs look comical like that. Okay, but that's good. So the beginning of the lunge, he is airborne. I'll go for another 5 frames, but that might be too much. May need to tweak that down. We're going to throw some rotation on here. Oh, you know what, though? I never put a rotation here. Wait. Let's do the rotation on this one. Because he really shouldn't be twisting his body up while he's still going down. That twist doesn't happen until he's airborne. Alright, so throw him a bit of pitch. Alright, let's see how this is looking. Alright, yeah, it really looks like he's leaping into the air. That's perfect. He might need to come back down a little bit, though. Okay, so if this is... No, that's good. We haven't done that next frame yet where he kind of moves. So we're going to just grab both feet And actually, I need to throw... I think I did the wrong one at location. And I don't know if that actually will do... That's new, I think. Don't quote me, but I think that's new. Thought in the past if you had 2 bones selected, it only worked on 1. Maybe not, though. I could be completely incorrect. Okay, so we have keyframes there. I probably could have done all the feet, actually, because we're going to be tweaking all of them. Why did that not move that one, too? I want both. They're both going to be relatively simultaneous. So the feet come forwards. These front legs are like moving at supersonic speeds, man, I tell you. This guy has got some serious speed in those legs. Like, look at that. It looks like he just wants to come up and hug you, you know? Like, I don't have a dog. I don't know anybody well enough that has a dog that I've ever, like, gone someplace with them and then come home. And, like, but this is how I envision their dog is when they get home. Like, they've been gone all day, and the dog just jumps up, you know? Like, I don't know. It probably doesn't, but that's what we're going with. These feet all actually need to be keyed up as well, because they're going to have a bit of motion there. Right, all right. So, let's take both of these, which I did not. There we go. And we're going to move this forwards. Why is this stuff not... This is so weird. Like, what kind of a grid is this snapping to? 0.7, 0.8, or 0.08? Whatever. And we need both of these. Alright, and we... Oh, did I put a keyframe on that last one? I don't know. We'll do that. I should have actually looked at how far forwards the body moved, but... Whatever. Lunging forwards, I did not get these feet. My bad. Alright. Hunker down, jump up and lunge. These, I'm going to actually pull these up some. Oh, maybe not. That might look awkward. As if it doesn't look awkward already. Like, I like that lunge, though. It just needs a lot of good follow-through. Something weird's going on with this foot, though. Look at that. Why is that not... What did I do? Why... Let's... No. Why? What are you doing? You goofy feet. I thought I put a keyframe there. I think I can clear that with Alt-G, though. Oh, my camera just shut off. Good thing I wasn't doing anything. Insert location. For a great family vacation, it's all about location. I have no idea who that ad was for. So clearly it didn't work. Because I don't know. Don't know who the advertiser was. Alright, so now he's airborne. He needs to come back down some. Come back down some. Actually, let's grab the feet and the mane. I don't know if I can actually do that. Yeah, that works. Pull him back down just so those feet are hitting the ground. I don't know if that's going to look good. Also, why are those feet lower than these feet? What? Oh, because the... Well, that's super. Well, it's kind of coming together. Those feet need to be fixed, though. I don't know what... Oh, never mind. Oop, fixed. And this one. Fixed as well. Evidently his His rest position is not his default pose position. Alright, so I think that's fixed. Let's give him a whirl. Foot kind of comes off the ground. Okay, that doesn't work. That foot either needs to go airborne or something, because it shouldn't really just slide on the ground like that. It's a little unrealistic. And we know this is all about hyper-realism here. Okay, so jump. Foot slides. Foot should not slide. The foot could slide in this frame, though. Yeah, because this is how he's propelling himself. That foot can't be moving forwards while all the force is going against it. That, like, defies every law of physics. It probably doesn't, but it does look awkward. So, oh wow, I didn't realize I was zoomed in that closely. How do I... Here we go. That's more like it. Not really, but that's a 5-frame difference. Yeah, so I need to grab... Is this even gonna work? I don't know. I think so. Alright, and we just want to scoot this over 5 frames. A little scooty scoot there. Okay, that works. Let's just do the same for this foot, which is looking odd now. Oh man, I think I screwed something up. Okay, so that, we want the Y location, and we need to select these and scoot it forward by 5 frames. Perfect. And what have we got here? That tail, like somebody's got a chain around that. That looks great. His rear foot kind of comes off the ground. Yeah, okay. Let's get this tail figured out now. This is confusing me to no end. There we go. All right, so he's crouching down. So let's go ahead and give him a location for the first frame. He's going down for the crouch. He's down in the crouch. Let's take the tail. Should the tail go higher? I think if he's trying to launch himself in the air, theoretically, if he puts his tail up before the launch, the mass of his tail as he flips it downward, and following laws of physics, the tail wants to stay where it's at. So the force of his tail whipping downward will counter and push his body upward. So yes, I think... And he wants to get some rotation in here too, so he's gonna really coil this tail up. That might be too excessive. No, actually that looks... Man, that looks good! Okay, then he does have a little weird issue here where this might have problems. But we're gonna try it out. I want the tail to just completely flick backwards. I need to figure out what the deal is with this. Wow. I don't even have options. Where does that stuff happen? Inverse kinematics. Yes. No. Bendy bones? Yeah, I don't need bendy bones. I need to know. I might have to look at the other bones. Okay, well that's weird now. Oh, because that's why. That's why I don't give me this. Okay, so now it should be here. someplace. Here we go. Here we go. Iterations 500. I don't know what any of this stuff means. I'm just being honest with you. I have no idea what this stuff means. Chain length of 5. That's how many bones there are. That's something with solvers or something. I don't know. Weights. Oh, hey. What do you know? This is probably what we need. Whoa. And let's... Nope. Nope. Let's go back to showing this bone. Okay, so now... Oh, he could do like some sick dance moves. That didn't... That's not what I wanted. Okay, well, whatever. He's got the sick dance moves down pat. I just broke the entire animation, though. Oh, wait, no, maybe not. Maybe not. Or maybe. That's a problem. Yeah. Yeah, this is not good. What is he doing? That looks so weird. I think I just need to flip this around though. Nope. Maybe 90 degrees? It must have rotation animation on it. Ah, yeah. I need to find that option. And this is... Oh, okay. Sorry. This is why you don't do this stuff. Okay, so if you take the rotation off. Okay, so let's rotate this 5 more degrees. No, let's do 10 more. And turn rotation on. Okay, it changed just a smidge. This might be salvageable. Let's turn rotation on. Okay. I think if I keep it at that and do that, I can keep the rotation. Okay, I'm just gonna have to go through on this one's rotation on the X. And every time that has a keyframe, it needs to be changed. I can actually turn off visibility of everything else. Because all I care about is this. Okay, so it has a keyframe here, I guess. So I needed to do, oh, I don't remember what the number was. 100? Yeah, 100 degrees. Because we did 90 and then we did, yep, okay. Can I actually just do the, oh, I can't, perfect. So the up arrow lets me jump. Oh, actually, that's perfect. Ish. Okay, is this your rest position? Yes, these are my rest positions. Okay, so let's change this back. Negative 100 degrees of rotation. And let's jump to right here, which already seems... Okay, that's weird. Oh, because it doesn't have a... That's why. It does have a keyframe here, though, which should be negative 100 again. Yep, okay. Problem solved. Not too big a deal. Hopefully that didn't mess up all the other animation, but... I mean, worst case, I just have to go through and fix it. Let's turn off the bones that we don't need to see. That was the wrong layer. We want this one. Nope, nope, we want this one. There we go. All right, so what are you doing, you goofy tail? Why are you doing this? What is happening? No, don't tell me I broke something else. What? Just what? What? That was supposed to rotate. Okay, well, let's not worry about that. I'll go back and fix that later on. I need to figure out what's going on here. This is supposed to be its rest pose. What is changing? I mean, obviously it's rotating, but why? And furthermore, how do I fix that? Let's do that. I mean, it has to be perfect, though. Because if it's not... Oh, I didn't set it. You know what? I have a solution. We can delete the rotation animation from both of those. Now it is set to what theoretically is the rest position. What is changing here? There should be no rotation on this. What does this yellow or orangish color mean? There's no modifier actively working on that. I didn't put any animation on one of these, did I? Noopers, noopers, and nopers. Okay, good. Nothing should be changing. If that is that, there's no keyframes on that. Nothing should be making any difference here. Oh, it could be that. So I didn't, which is weird because I could have sworn I did. Oh, no, I didn't because I did the main one. Okay, that should fix it. There we go. So now, let's throw a keyframe on the tail animation there. So he's crouching down and all that good stuff. Let's rotate this tailbone. And I could actually probably even go... No, I think that was good where the location was. Rotation. Okay, let's see. See how that looks. He's crouching his tail in. Yep. And then he flings up. The tail should come around and out. I don't know how this is actually going to work in the animation, but we will try that. What? Why does this makes no sense? If I insert a keyframe, every keyframe that's not it is immediately removed. That's... Oh. Did you just see what I just saw? Because I seen a tail cutting through the body and doing all sorts of crazy. I will have to put an intermediary keyframe in here, which will be tricky because I don't really know what it should look like. Like this, maybe? Insert location and rotation, please. Thank you. No, what are you doing? This is what happens when you use quaternions. Ah! That doesn't work. No, you can't just cut the tail through itself. If I pull it out a little further... Oh, wait a minute. Maybe if I... Nope. I don't know, something like that. Tail's going out, tail's going through itself. You can't go through yourself. Like, how does the animation decide, oh yeah, I'll just flip 180 degrees in one frame? That's not how a smooth animation works. You don't flip 180 degrees in one frame. Okay, well, the tail's kind of funky right now, but I don't really know how to fix that. Anyway, so the tail flips out, slaps into the ground. That's not much of a slapping into the ground. It should really be more like that. Okay. Maybe a little straighter. We're just gonna go with that and deal with it later because I don't want to spend too much time trying to do a tail. It's a little overboard probably. So we will move along, ignoring the goofy tail. Let's see what this animation looks like right now. You know, you don't even notice it on it. Well, you kind of notice it just a little bit, but it's a frame. Like, oh, you know what? I never set up him going back to the rest pose. Oh well. The crouch, the lunge, the jump, he's airborne. The rear feet come forward. I don't know where the last frame was of animation was in that. That was 5, 280, 285. Yep, okay. What about the pause? They have been stationary this entire time. Probably shouldn't be. If he is jumping, they go airborne. Those should, I'm going to say they should keep going up. That might not be the most realistic of things, but that's what we're going to do. And I think I'm going to pull him forwards. Like he's reaching for your face to claw it off. This is getting quite violent. We only do location on those. Crouches. He jumps. He lunges. Look at those feet go. Legs. Whatever. Alright. So now he does something. His tail also should be doing something, but we'll figure that out later. He can only hold himself up for so long, though. I'll go another 5 frames. And we're going to need to do a location. A location. Those should all stay the same. He should really be rotating his head as he jumps, probably. So let's go ahead and set a rotation on the head. He's crouching down. At the bottom of the crouch, let's actually make him look upwards a little bit. Because he needs to know what he's crouching down and jumping into, right? So he's kind of tilting his head up. He goes for the lunge. Once he is fully in the lunge, he's looking forwards. As he falls down, he kind of moves his head a little bit there. I don't know what this frame is for because I don't see anything at all happening. What is happening on that keyframe? Something, but I don't know what. That's not. Oh, that was me setting this because he needs to be able to go back. Okay. Set a rotation and a locate. I don't know if I moved the location of that. Crouches, lunges, jumps. Airborne kind of holds his position. And then he has 10 frames to come back down to rest. Which, honestly, I don't know what that is. I'm hoping that works. We will set location rotation, and we will Alt-G. Oh, yeah, that I only did location on location. Okay. The body look the same? It does. Okay. Doom. And then he kind of just falls back. I'm gonna have to do some kind of like a stepping thing where he steps back as he's moving backwards. But that's looking pretty good. Now he does, after the jump here, you've got 5 frames to play with for these claws. Should you like do a pinch? Or like a slashes? Can I make him slash? He could slash. Jumping up, pause in place. Pause, legs, whatever. And a slash and a slash. He kind of cuts through his own body. That doesn't work. Well, he could not come in quite as far and mix it with some downward, like this. Like this. Sure, let's try that. And then we'll do something somewhat similar with this. Let's try that. And let's see what that looks like. Wait, that didn't really look very slashy. Yeah, your slash is lacking something. It's like he just goes in a perfectly, whoops, sorry. Like he just goes perfectly straight. The slash needs to have some angle to it, I think. So maybe at the top he's there, at the bottom he's extended out a little further. Maybe? I really don't know. That might help it though. It's just missing something of a slash. I think the problem is with like right here. He does this jump. Slash with one claw, then slash with the other claw's first 2 tracks. I could try that. Yeah, let's try that. Let's take this. I don't know what this claw would be doing then, though. Well, let's push this one back down and over some, more like that. So he's jumping up and not quite so fast with that one, though then that frame is pulling way too far because it's already out to the hack slash position. So we'll do this and drop it down some yet, maybe like that. How are you feeling about your attacking here, buddy? All right, that's potentially working. So let's see. You go up. You continue to extend. Then you go across in your slash. Okay, that's good. Your body's coming back down though, so you need to retract this. Here we go at 95. Let's pull this paw back in. Foot, leg, appendage. Oh, and scoot it out a bit too. That looks good. That looks so realistic. Alright. Alright, alright. So now, let's take this guy. We're up in the air. We're slashing. Yeah, you should still be up in the air waiting for your slash. So let's go up about there and bump you out a bit and back some. There we go. Alright, so we've got the leap, the slash, the other foot coming across for the slash, but kind of a little too late to really get a good slash in because his body's already falling back down. But that's okay. Follow through with a nice long ripping slash. Something ain't working there. Oh, I know it's not. Because his foot never goes back to the rest position. It goes there, it stays there, and then we're at the rest. So let's pull this back down, grab that one down. Actually, that was pointless because that one now got lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to stretch this out a little bit, I think, because that's just not gonna be enough. You know what, let's try 305. 305 might be enough. If I clear the location, I gotta pull it up one. No, actually, I almost fucked up the keyframe in first, otherwise I'm just gonna be redoing it. And a keyframe on that. Let's clear the location of that foot. Insert the location, do the same here. Do that, do this. These front feetsies need to move as well. Oh, I gotta do the rotation of the head. That looks up, goes out of frame. Yeah, let's... Your body starts falling at 290. Let's put a rotation. Whoops. Don't need any scale. Not messing with the scale. Let's do that and clear the rotation here. So the head kind of follows throughout. That slash is looking a lot better, I must say. I wish there was just a simple... Oh, wait, you know what? There's a simple way to toggle bones. You just have to do that. Boom! Boom! Okay, the tail definitely needs some work, as do the sliding feet. So let's turn that back on. Let's work on the tail first. Tail goes down, slaps the ground. Boom, boom, boom. Perfect. Okay. Still using it as a counterbalance. At this point, we need to insert a location and rotation. Because as he slides back, I might be able to get by with actually just... Whoops. That wasn't good. We'll just go like that and pretend that everything is okay. Oh, come on. It does that goofy twisted through itself thing again? Why? Why would it do that? Okay. What I need to do is grab... I don't know if I can actually do this. I think so. We want to scale outwards and downwards. That should be all of the animation data for the tail. If I duplicate, I might have to delete it out of here first, actually. So theoretically, that is location and rotation data for the tail. So I can delete those keyframes, and that should only affect the tail. Then I go here and copy them from our default pose. Actually, I duplicate them, not copy them. And then we just move this over 40 frames, and it should be perfect. Unfortunately, that whole goofy spin your tail through your body thing, that's not. I don't know why it's doing that. What makes it think that this is how it should be animating? I mean, I guess it doesn't know what kind of constraints it has, but just like, come on, man. That's so weird. If your tail is out, I don't know, maybe push it further back and rotate. I'll do that. I mean, I have to get it so it's not going through itself so I can really see what it looks like. No, don't do this. You're just making me look stupid. Still? Really? You know what? I wonder if I'm doing this wrong. I wonder if it needs to be rotated. I don't know if that actually matters. Let's try it though. It can't make it any worse. That's the way I look at it. It still definitely did that goofy twist your tail in a knot. So here we have a negative 0.114 W rotation, and here it's a positive 0.48. I should have just had it work in Euler's. Euler's at least would have worked right. This is just not playing nice at all. Like, it comes up. Why would it decide to flip through itself like that? Why does it do this? What makes it think that's the right... I can calculate motion paths? I don't even know what that means, but okay. That literally did nothing for me. I can change the solver, but that doesn't really do anything. No, don't flip your tail around silly. Ah! Well, I evidently know how to get rid of these. Oh wait, they're there. Nope, they're back. Can I make it go away? There we go. I didn't want motion paths. Alright, so we're just gonna have to live with the tail being stupid, I guess. Let's get to the feet. So, here we are, and we're starting to slide back. Now, I don't think there is a keyframe here. So, I shouldn't have done this. That would just sliding all over the place. Oh, no wonder why, because there's a keyframe here, and then to the end there's nothing. So I just need to put a step in. So what I actually need to do is duplicate these. Let's get that one too. Wait, there's not one there? Oh, that's my crosshair. Okay. We'll duplicate these. Throw them over 5 frames. So now he's got a nice little bit there. And actually, I can move this to there. To there. Does it need a keyframe with the tailbone pointing up and right so the tail turns the correct direction? I mean, there's a keyframe on it right here pointing upwards, and there's a keyframe on it right here pointing backwards. And for some reason, rather than rotating, pointing the tail more inwards, like this, it decides that it needs to rotate the tail all the way around like that. And it's got something to deal with... Oh, I don't know what this means. Oh, I wonder if that just fixed it. Nope, definitely didn't fix it. It's got something to do with this W thing in Quaternions, however it's pronounced. Oh, you know what? It's right here. Okay. This is probably gonna mess every. Oh. Well, it messes up every speck of animation because now I lost all rotation data. But that might actually fix it. Let's just set the beginning and end keyframes. Alright, so here we go. We're going in. The tail should be rotated downward. Boop. Just like so. More or less. Hey, what do you know? Then the tail goes back. I don't know what frame that was supposed to happen on. Was that supposed to be here? No, that's an intermediary frame that we had to do because of goofiness. So we'll rotate this outwards like that. And we'll throw a rotation and see what happens. Tail goes forwards. Okay, it's still doing some weird stuff. But I think it might be fixable. If we do this and maybe that. Up, flipping back. Hey, it works. I don't know what this is doing, but that's some kind of weird shockwave going on in your tail, buddy. It should be down. You shouldn't be doing anything with your tail. I don't know why I have Quaternion rotations if I turned them off. Oh boy. Rotation there. Yes. I guess we just duplicate and throw them to there. Alright, tail's down, tail stays put. Body's coming back down. Tail is lifting up. Tail's rotation should be the other way and in a little bit. Location and rotation. Tail is... I don't know what tail's doing. It's just bending way too tight. So we'll just do a rotation, and that may be fixed. I could use some little... Whoa. What was that for? Going from there to here. There's no keyframe. What is going on? We're doing 115, and here we're at 225. I don't know what these numbers mean. How is... it's this goofy rotation stuff. Like, creases his tail up. For no reason. There's no reason this should be happening. Tail location does move a little bit. I don't know, but it's better. So we'll just throw an intermediary in here with this toned down a bit, maybe like that or so, I don't know. And we'll do a location rotation. What? What? So we're going from a -1 on X on this one frame to negative about half. But I don't know why. This is what happens when you try to do stuff that you have no business doing. I really don't know why that's not working. But that's enough time wasted trying to figure it out. Let's go back to the feet. this footsie is here, staying in the same place, should now take a step back to get to the rest. So between frame, wait, I put that wrong. No, I want to move one frame, not 5. There we go. Okay. So between frame 295 and 305, 300 would be the middle. And we just need to do a little uppity step. And we'll just insert a location there. And now the foot stays in the same spot. Takes a little uppity step. Puts his foot down. It's all good. It really isn't though, because there's 6 feet that I need to do this to. And honestly, I don't have enough frames to do it. And like, because he's got to have some of his feet on the ground. He can't just be picking them all up. Maybe I'm giving him too long to step them. He could do 2 at a time, I suppose. So when is he... Okay, so he does his little up step there for this foot. So let's mirror that, but do it on the rear foot. Can we even do that? This is just too confusing. So at frame 295 is when the motion on this should start. So this should be duplicated at 295. Right? Yep, that's staying in the same spot. And then 300. Let's just move it up some. I really don't know how high up it should be going. I didn't look right at all. What? This foot doesn't look like it's touching the ground. There we go. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we have the jump. Oh! Wait. Nope, that's not it. He jumps. He's airborne. He starts lifting his foot. The lift's not supposed to happen till here. I did something wrong. Fortunately, I can, Oh. I need to do the Y as well. Or Y and Z. So here he's jumping. Here he's jumping. Does his little hop skip thing. Stays there. But these should be back at 295. 295? I don't know where these are at right now. Here we go. 295. Okay. Let's see about that. That looked backwards. Am I doing this wrong? Yep, I'm doing it wrong. 100% am doing this wrong. Because I'm putting his foot to the rest position. But his foot shouldn't be at the rest position. His foot should be at whatever this position is. So actually, let's just delete those keyframes. This is probably the easiest way to do it. Alright, so he jumps. He's airborne. foot should stay at this location. So this location evidently doesn't have a full location keyframe. Which is kind of peculiar. And that should exist till 295, I think. Alright. Jumps. Stays in the same spot. 295 comes along. You know, giving him 10 frames to move his foot might be too much. What does walk cycle look like? How many frames are there between? It's probably 5. Wait a minute though. Okay. That's 5. That's 5. Okay, so that should be approximately right. Just, that looks weird for some reason. But okay, that's that hind foot and this middle foot. So now I just need to mirror that, but alternate it. Woohoo, super duper. I am thrilled, thrilled beyond words. Okay. So I should have a scratch pad here so I can take notes as to where these things are going on. So if this is happening from 305, well, from 295. Also, why does it not show me the odd numbers? That kind of bugs me. But whatever. 295 to 305. That would mean 285 to 295 should be where the other step's taking place. But can I do that? Like, because the body is still moving back at that point. Like, the body doesn't start going back till here. So I might have to do something weird. Just pretend these feet never touch the ground. How close to the ground do they get? Yeah. Okay, so we got the jump, some slashes, the feet go down, and then they slide back. What if I took this out? I don't know what's going on. I can't make it out. You know what? That actually looks like it works. So let's try the same here. Alright, so this one's coming down later anyways because of the slash. So I think if I just pulled this foot up, he's a bit of a contortionist, I guess. It's up and then it kind of swings over and goes down to the rest position. That works. Alright, you've got a hack'em slash. Well, with the exception of that foot really not working, that works pretty well. Jump forwards. Just kind of slide that one back. We'll just hope nobody notices that this one foot doesn't take a step. That one's taking a step right there. This rear one's just sliding. Also, this step you take kind of gets in the way of your other foot. Or this foot coming in gets in the way of your step. So I might need to tweak that a little bit. Little tweaky tweak. I mean, chances are you're not going to be standing on the side of something as it's attacking you. So you'll probably never notice the... You'll probably never notice that. Alright, let's see what this... Yeah, you do a little weird tail shake, but... his body seems a little too rigid when it's in the air. There should be a whatchamacallit. Either some breathing. Okay, let's cut it down there, buddy. Like, there should be a bit of bounce after that jump. So we jump, we get to our highest point, we come down. I don't know what frame we come down on. Because I don't... What? Oh, because this is the frame. Or the key. Okay, so we come down to there. So let's go 2 frames. And move it down just a little bit. Just a wee bit. And then he goes back up. Okay, that might look better. Yeah, like there's a little, he's got a little bit of spring to him now. So we got the jump, he hits the ground, goes down and then comes back up. That's a little more realistic. This tail is still a little something crazy. But that is the next step. Okay, so you have your tail here. Like, just what are you doing? What are you doing with your life, Mr. Scorpion? Because it looks like you made some bad decisions. Tail comes around, pretty much works for the most part. I feel like maybe it should be pulled out a little further. That might help alleviate some of these oddities in it. Or not. And then the tail kind of just sits here till this point, where it does this weird flip thing. Again, with really no reason, because there's a keyframe here and a keyframe here. You think it would just smoothly go through. But alas, my friends, no. I'm gonna see if there's not... Use tail. We want that stretch. I think we want that. What does iterations mean? Like, what if you put the iterations really low? What is it doing? Now I'm even more confused. Give me that bone back. Okay. Let's crank our iterations up. To 100. Okay. Because I got CPU to burn. Let's go up to 1,000 iterations. Nope, it still does that weird thing. All right, well let's just go crazy and turn it up to 5,000 iterations. That doesn't seem to really making any difference. Describe me armature iterations. I don't know what iterations means. Okay. I'm not an animator. I just do it for fun. See, like, something's weird with this whole tail thing. I could turn down some of the rotation influence, but I mean, this is going to affect everything else, too. I don't know what that means. Yeah, okay, we definitely need full influence. Deform. Yeah, we definitely want that stuff. Like, I don't think I can do bendy bones because my mesh doesn't have anything to it, so there's nothing there to bend. And also, it's supposed to look kind of voxely, so having bendy bones kind of deforms them from their perfect squares. Cuboids, I guess. They're not really perfect squares, they're cuboids. But yeah, that kind of messes with things. Okay, well let's just turn, let's turn it off this way. There we go. And get a nice little glamour shot here. Man, this guy looks mean. Oh, let's just turn those off. I really don't know what any of these different things mean, so. Oh, it just has an option of backface calling. I don't. Here we go. Let's do. Yeah, there's nothing shiny to it, so you don't really notice that. Let's go over to shading. Iteration is one pass through routine. Number of iterations, how many times spent to repeat a loop. Okay, I still don't really know how that has any effect on inverse kinematics. But to be quite honest, I have had no idea how inverse kinematics even work. So, yeah, you should not be taking advice on inverse kinematics from me. I know how to set them up, but outside of that, not so much. I think this is the one that everybody's always harping about. What? That doesn't even... Oh, what am I doing? That's why. Yeah, we want to put this into our surface of that. Delete this. Okay. Thought we could rotate that somehow. Whoops. Let's undo that. I thought there was a way to rotate your... Yeah, that slides and zooms. Yeah, let's make him more shiny. Does he look more shiny? Maybe. Turn the speck down. I don't know. I don't. Clear coat brightness. Index of refraction. Clear coat normals. This thing's got everything. No wonder why people always are harping on it. Wait, harping on is not the right word. Why they're always talking about it. Yeah, I'll just whoopsies. We'll just go back to I did not just want to do that, but that's all right. I've got it back up. There we go. Let's go back to this camera view. Let's stop the animation. Get to a good frame just like that. Ooh. Why does that look like it's super low resolution? How do I change that? Nope. Here we go. Because it's only at 50% of 1080. And now I don't get a pop-up window for it? Okay, that's cool. That's cool. It's beautiful. There we go. So that, my friends. Wrong button. We want to turn off visibility of those. Oh, I didn't even know you could do that. You also lose your grid floor, but that's alright. And there we have a... Ooh. We also lose our selection thing. I kind of want to fix this tail, but it's going to take ages to try to figure it out. And I don't know if it's really, really worth that. Yeah, let's turn these on visibility around. Like, nope, what am I? Oh, because that's different than, oh, that makes sense. Whoa, wait a minute, why, is this playing backwards? That was definitely playing backwards. I didn't even know you could do that. How did I? I don't know how I did that. Interesting. Like your tail, bro. There's something wrong with your tail. Is your tail having a seizure? It's the only thing I can think of. His tail is having a seizure. Boop. Why? Just why? It's perfect there. I was like, oh, here, let me kink real quick. As I do some kind of goofy rotation stuff. Like, no, just don't do goofy rotation stuff. I don't understand. I've never had an issue. Of course, I've never dealt with a segmented tail that I was trying to whip around either. So, I mean, that could be why. Alright, well, that's the scorpion. Let's, I don't know. Move on to something. What would we move on to? Any Blender-related questions I can try to answer? Because, why is this not... No, I want to... That was weird. That was really weird. I'm supposed to be able to move it with shift-click, middle-click. And it was just rotating. Ba-bum. Oh, this is beautiful, but I don't want to sculpt. Thanks, but no thanks. Let's go to object mode. It really is quite the nice little scorpion model. For anybody that didn't catch the beginning, it's, let me pull it up here. Should have just left it open. It can be found at my website, Portfolio Low Poly Scorpion, or right there in chat if you want to grab the download. Now that is actually the version that doesn't have the animation that I just did. So if you want that animation, hang tight. Give me like an hour after the stream ends and check it out, because it'll be updated with the new model, the new file that'll have that new animation. The tail's probably going to be messed up though. I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to figure out that. I don't think. Can I recommend any tutorial videos for Blender? Let me... Oh, yeah. I think I can do this. Yes. So, of course, I would be doing myself a grave disservice. Wow, I can't even think of... Is that in here? Yeah, I'd be doing myself a grave disservice if I did not mention my series of them I have on my website, which you can find on my modding page. But outside of mine, we have CG Cookie, which they have a Yeah, let's pause that. I don't want to play that. They have, what is it? I just saw it. I thought it said 690 videos, but no, I don't see where it said. But they have a bunch of videos. They're here. They have, I think, a playlist. I should have actually just given you that. Ba-bum. Here we go. Learning the... No, don't play it. Okay, so this is the... I don't know if this is going to be the playlist link. It might be. But this is their Blender Basics from CG Cookie. That should be the playlist right there. Otherwise, I'm trying to think who the other guys are. Why does... That's kind of weird. I thought they had them on there. Where's... Oh, what's their name? Blender Official, maybe? Here we go. They have... Why does everything always want to autoplay? Let's try doing this. Now, some of these videos are for older versions of Blender, but this is the... you can still get 2.79, which most of those will have similar interfaces. I was using 2.8, which is not released yet, but a lot of people have been using it, and it works quite well. I didn't have any issues with it. That's not what causes the crash. It was me trying to play a video in VLC. But yeah, no, don't play. There's a Blender Fundamentals, which is one I just posted, and these are a bunch of shorter videos. That would probably actually be a good place to start. There's like 41 of them. Someplace I thought this would tell you the full playtime. Maybe I have to click this button. No, evidently it doesn't. Maybe it just tells me if it's my own playlist. 41 videos, but it doesn't say how long it runs. But yes, I would definitely recommend that for a good, like, basic introduction. And then, of course, once you've kind of got the basics down, you know, how to make stuff, you know, adding cubes, and then going into edit mode. Let's say, whoops, that was the wrong key. Extruding, and then extruding some more, and, you know, doing whatever, and then maybe extruding and scaling, and then extruding down. Woohoo! I have no idea what this is supposed to be, by the way, but yeah. So after you got like the basics, the fundamentals, you know, how to navigate, middle mouse button to do that, scrolling, zooms. It used to be that you could do different things, but they don't work anymore. But there's probably different... Oh, you could just do this, I guess. Nope, that still really doesn't do it. Oh, you can jump to camera mode. That's toggle ortho or perspective. Let me just get rid of this goofy thing. But yeah, once you get through those, then you can pretty much just, you know, if you're looking for some specific thing, just pretty much search Blender whatever tutorial, and you can find pretty much anything. Like there are all sorts of tutorials out there for Blender, and you kind of just have to know what you're looking for, and then with some of the older ones you have to know a little more, because before the 2.7 series, I think it was the full 2.7 series, there was a very different UI. So if you find some older ones, the interfaces are going to look completely different, and they might not even be useful because so much has changed. But it's one of those games you gotta play to figure out if you can pull anything out of that video or not. His tail's messed up in these earlier animations. Let's try to fix that. But those would be my suggestions for starting off some stuff. Yeah, I guess, sure, let's mention that. So I had a, what is it, system info? Boom. So this is my, I don't know if I can make this any bigger. Probably not. So for those of you who are wondering how I have such great performance, because I guess my performance is great, it's because I spend too much money on my computer. But yeah, I have an Intel Core i7, 6 cores with, I forget what it's called, hyper-threading, or, no, it's not hyper-threading, virtual cores or something, I don't know, so there's like 12 cores. It's lost on me, man, I just know it's fast. 32 gigs, 31.4 if you want to get technical about it, of DDR4, I don't remember what speed it is. I got a 1060 GPU in there. And then my displays are two 2560 by 1440 displays, curved. Not that makes any difference at all. But yeah, it's a decent machine. I didn't think it was worthy of winning any prizes, but that's how I guess get the frame rates that I get. I don't know. See, this is what happens when you're single and you have a good paying job and you have literally nobody in the world that you need to spend any money on but yourself. Oh, I want to do that. So you're like, oh yeah, sure, if I want this, yeah, I'll go buy it. Oh, I want that, yeah, I'll just go buy it. Like, whatever, it's only money. It's not like I don't have an excess of it. Not that I'm saying I have an excess of money, but, oh, I forgot to, whoops. Forgot to throw the rotation in there. But yeah, I'm well enough off. Whoa, what is this? My poor small friend. Let's that's supposed to be his idol. That should end at that same rotation. Oh, this is gonna stink. So let's throw that right there. Boom. Alright, so his idle tail works. Maybe I should be zoomed in a little more. Maybe I should do this a bit. This is an older computer, right? 18%. Believe it or not, I have, like, I don't know. I have too many computers. I don't say how many computers I have. But I have an old laptop, which was my, well, actually it was my second computer. I sold my first ever computer. But that thing actually still works. And it's 12 years old now. And I actually have Windows installed on it, so I can play a couple games that are Windows only. And it works just fine. I'm very surprised, actually, because usually Windows computers, they don't last like that. But that could be because I haven't upgraded the Windows version, which they bug me about all the time. Like, nope, not doing it, not doing it, not doing it. Because then I know I'd have to, you know, get a new one, or just live with one that doesn't work. But I don't use it very frequently, so it's not important. And if I really wanted to run Windows, I just spin up a virtual machine on my desktop here and do it that way. Because even on a virtual machine, it would be faster and better than the laptop. But, you know, it's always good to have options. said the guy selling the stuff. I'm not selling anything, by the way, but people selling stuff tell you that. Because they want you to buy their things. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What did you just do to your tail? Yeah. What do you... This should be the default... I don't know. This should just be rotated and pulled in. Like that. And we will do a location and rotation on that. I'm not sure what was going on that little keyframe there. Also not really sure why we're doing this. This should be rotated down a bit, out a bit. Alright, that's maybe improved. And we do that goofiness. It still does that weird kink there, but I think that's the only oddity now. Wait, what? I didn't. What happened to this poor thing's tail? Why are you bending your tail backwards? Is that even supposed to be possible? Have you gone mad? And it's like, oh, yeah, I'm just bending my tail backwards. No biggie. I probably forgot to put a keyframe in here. Well, I should have duplicated this. If I knew where that was. Here. Alright, so let's grab this. Whoops, maybe not. I have a few things selected. Don't want that. Alright, so let's grab this and duplicate to there. Okay. Walk start. Walk end. There is no reason his tail should move in a walk cycle. I mean, it should move, but not from that. Okay. We want to go from there to attack start 2 should also just be duplicating this. So we will throw these right there. Alright, so now attack to end should also be the same. Right there, alright, alright. And then we just pretended attack 3 didn't exist, so we didn't mention it. Because why would you do that? So I'll just go ahead and pop that right there. Alright, so now my rest poses should all be the same. I'm kind of curious as to what this is. Okay, so that is rotation on something. W axis aligned. One thing I learned tonight to buy a computer from Hewlett Packard ever again. Yeah, have I ever? I've never actually bought a desktop that was like already built. I've built all my desktops I've ever owned. Well, that's not entirely true. So I've purchased desktops for my parents on a few occasions, and usually I'll take home their old one. You know, we swap out the hard drives, whatever hardware. And so I have a few of those sitting around in my server closet, just pretty much collecting dust, not powered on or anything, just there. Because you never know. One day you might need a component out of an old tower or something. So I've got like, um, 5 or 6 computers just sitting around collecting dust. But yeah, I've always just built them myself. I feel you get a better bang for your buck when you do that. Like, when you buy a pre-built one, it's whatever they wanted to give you, not whatever you wanted to get. So then you might be getting some stupid RGB stuff, you know, a fan that lights up. Oh, yeah, that's great, because my computer sits in the corner. I really need a light in the fan that I'll never see. Where I could have, you know, bought a fan that didn't light up, but did something else that's better. Is it just maybe too far? Maybe that's why it's doing it. Because there's not enough space in this tail. There's not enough, it's being stretched too much. Okay, so it comes in, it goes up, and it bends real hard. That's what's happening. Okay, so let's pull this in a little more. To, like, say there. That's your location. Tail comes up. Okay, well, I thought that was the case. It still just bends really tight. And, like, even if I manually pull some of this out, I don't think that's gonna help. It won't even let me. What is that? How can I not? What in the... I don't know. This tail just doesn't want to bend the way I want it to. No, don't do that. It makes you just look like an idiot. Also, oh, okay. I guess that's the keyframe where I accidentally put a scale in. Is that what it's... Nope. I wasn't doing that before. Tail comes up. No. Don't. Oh wait, this whole rotation on this thing's all wonky. Did I accidentally... Nope. Nope, it just decided for whatever reason it needs to rotate this thing around a whole bunch. I wonder if I could put this back up. It just doesn't make sense. How is it at frame or a rotation of W? Whatever W is, I don't know. And then I don't get what this is doing. So confusing. I mean, I could turn off the rotation influence, but I don't really want to do that. Yeah, let's... I remember that was under. Here we go. That honestly might make things better. I lose a bit of control. That was the wrong button to hit. But maybe my tail won't do quite so much weird stuff. Okay, see, that's all looking good. Walk cycle just kind of bobs. Yeah. You know what, whatever. I'm just going to leave that rotation influence off. Because this is working 1,000 times better. That whole rotation, I would just, no. Not worth it. It's not worth the pulling my hair out, trying to figure out what's going on. Alright, alright. So let's go ahead and save it now that it's not doing stupid stuff. And go back to rendered, turn off the armatures. Oh, and let's go ahead and just turn off the overlays too, because why not? And we'll just leave this playing beautifully, just like so. Hewlett Packard's computers also tend to have proprietary parts in them. Yeah, I've got the motherboard I currently have has RGB lighting on it. Ooh, big deal. Because I don't know, maybe I just build my computers wrong. But my computer sits on the left-hand side of my desk, kind of in the corner of my room. While the left-hand side of the computer case, when you look at the front of it, is where you have a window. So any lighting on the inside goes to a wall. I can't see any of it. So it's all pointless to me. But because I use Linux, I don't have any access to this RGB stuff anyways, so it's like, whatever. But the board was on sale, which is the only reason I bought it, because I didn't want the RGB stuff. So unfortunately it does, I think, glow red. Or does it glow blue? No, I think the case fans light up blue. Those came with the case, and I just haven't replaced them yet. Yeah, so the case fans glow blue. The motherboard glows red. The GPU has some red lights in it. It's like, I just want to turn these lights off, but you can't. In the case of the fans, the only way to turn the lights off is to unplug the fan. And I'm not about to do that, because you kind of need some air circulation in your computer case to keep from overheating. But I'll probably eventually just go ahead and replace those fans with some better bearinged and quieter ones. Why do I have... Oh, I saw the preferences open, that's why. Okay, let's see. I don't actually know how long this has been going because I screwed things up and I broke it. So it says it's been live for 2 hours and 5 minutes, but that's not true. Unless it started up as a second stream, which is possible. I don't know how long I got before I accidentally broke it. Was it like 30 minutes maybe? 20 minutes? I don't know. But I'm gonna guess it's probably around 2.5 hours. Now, YouTube warned me that when you stream at 1440, you can only have a 4-hour stream, I think is what it said. So, you know, I'm getting pretty close. I should probably wrap it up. Actually, what time is it anyways? Almost 4 o'clock local time. Oh wait, yeah, I'm an idiot. Why didn't I just do it that way? Okay, so the stream started at 1:30 my time, 2:30, 3:30. So that'd be 2.5 hours. So that would mean it was about 20 minutes when I crashed. I should actually, you know what? Let's do that right quick. Because I don't know if I have that or not. I could have sworn I made a video using an ostrich, and I set up the inverse kinematics in that, but turn those back on, turn on the bones. Okay, it's actually pretty easy to do. Let's go to modeling, because I don't know why I might go to edit mode. It's a little easier to see that here. I think we want both of these on. Okay, so we will we'll just go ahead and add a new armature. Oh wait, I can't be in edit mode on a different armature. Okay, armature single bone. I don't know where that went. Here it went. So here's we have a bone. And we got some lights, but forget about those. So we'll go into edit mode, and we will take this bone and we will just extrude it. And I should really be doing this in a flat plane rather than in 3D space, just because it makes it easier. So we will go ahead and extrude these out. So we now have a chain, and if we go to pose mode, you can rotate one, and it'll rotate all children of that. So what we're going to do is actually go back to edit mode, and we're going to extrude one there, and I'm going to just grab the tip of it. There we go. And pull that over. So now we have this, and let's see if I can figure out how to set up inverse kinematics in 2.8. It shouldn't be that much different than anything else. So we would want inverse kinematics. Oh, no, we wouldn't want that. We need to find the modifiers, not constraints. I think I have to be in pose mode, actually. Okay. Then... oh, it's under the constraints inverse kinematic. So the target... I actually already did this wrong. So the bone you want to be affected is the one you set it up on. So we're going to do inverse kinematics. The target is going to be the bone that I think you control it with, I believe. Let's use a little eyedropper and select that. Oh, and then the bone is probably bone 03. It's probably the tip. That would be my guess. And then we need the target, which would be the topmost bone, which would be bone 1. And clearly, I did that wrong. I don't know what pole angle means. Okay, so the best way to find out what I did wrong is look at this one. So, target is... oh, I don't want a pole target. That's why. There we go. Nope, that's not quite it. I think this actually needs to be a not parented item. So if we go someplace, I honestly don't know where. Oh, here, relationships. We can... I can't just kill the parent. Okay, oh wait, no, I think I can, but I have to be... there we go. Okay, so there is no parent now. And there we go. You can make all sorts of crazy things. And you can twist the... ooh. That was weird. So if you move the... yeah, no, not really. I mean, yeah, sort of, but you must have just joined. The scorpion was already made. I did make it. It is a model I created. If we can call it a scorpion. It doesn't have pinchers and it's short 2 legs. But I was just doing some animating. We did some new attack animations. So this thing's been around for a while. I forget what it was, April 2nd, 2017, I think. Put it on my website. And we did those last 2 little attacks there, the little punch thing and the jumping at the end. So about an hour after the stream ends, it'll be available on my website. I thought I put, yeah, oh, actually, if you just joined, I don't know if you can look back in the chat to see the link. I think I should just be able to copy and paste it. I don't know what, okay. That did something goofy with the YouTube redirect. But the link I just posted, after it redirects from YouTube or whatever, I don't know, it'll take you to the page on my website where you can download this file. And about an hour after the stream's over, it'll be available. It'll probably be available like 3 minutes after the stream's over, but to play it safe, you know, wait a little longer than that, and it'll be updated with these extra attacks. But yeah, we were just doing some animating, playing around in 2.8, explaining how I don't get why it thinks these are... why does it select... I don't know what it was doing. Yeah, we're actually I think I'm about to wrap it up here. I was just explaining how to set this up. And then, yeah, so you can move the bottom. So like in the case, let me stop the animation on this guy. In the case of this scorpion, this is the base. Whatever this piece is considered, it's not really anything. It doesn't have a name to it. It just wherever the chain starts, I guess, is this. So when I do this, you can see that the feet all stay there and the tail stays there. And then all these yellows are the same as these, so these will have the inverse kinematic set on them. And then when you move the child bones of those, it affects up to their parent, which is these. And then this little green guy here, that's actually using a little hack. It's not really a hack, but I'm copying the location of this body bone. So like when this moves, it moves that tailbone with it. Same thing here. It copies the location, though for some reason I didn't have it copy the Y. I don't really know why, because that's what made that space appear a few times. But I'll assume there was a reason I didn't, so I'm going to turn it off. But yeah, so then you can rotate that and rotate this independently. Because if this was part of this bone, like as you notice on the bones, you have the big end and then the point, I guess. The root and the, I don't know what they're considered. But they always rotate from the big side. Well, I can't really rotate on that because of that. But yeah, the rotation is always from the larger end of it. If you're using the octahedron draw type. I think it's called octahedron. Whatever. That's where it rotates from. So when you make a child bone, so if we go back to edit mode here, if I extrude, I'd want to, actually I can't even extrude, okay. But if I extrude off of this one where I can, my extrusion always comes from the tip. And like on here, this is actually coming off of this bone. So if I look at the parents, if I could find that, it's bone 07, bone 07. Oh, and then this is bone 07. There we go, bone 07. And these are the two children of that. And these are the children of those. So this tail would have to be all created backwards, which would really mess up your animation, because then in pose mode, say this is dumb, but we can make this work. So say that this was my scorpion's body. No. Let's just do some weird contortionist stuff here real quick. There we go. So this is my scorpion's body, and this is the scorpion's tail. Wait, that's not even right yet. I need to. Well, let me just delete some of these bones, because it'll be a lot easier to explain if I don't have all of this goofiness going on. Okay, so we'll just do this. That's enough. I want to go to pose mode. So say that these three are the scorpion, or these two are the scorpion's body, and these are its tail. Well, the way the rotation works, sure, we can rotate its body just fine. But then if we want to rotate its tail, now its whole body's rotating. So then we're doing something like, why can't I, oh, here we go. We'd be doing something like, if this was the tail, we'd have to move the whole tail, and then do the rotation like so. So the body's here, but then we want to turn the tail up a little more, so we pull the tail up, and we have to re-rotate the tail down, and it just is a huge hassle because that's not the way bones are meant to work. So it's not unusual to have, like in a humanoid rig, you would have one chain of bones for the arm, one chain for the other arm, one for the leg, one for the other leg, and then probably something for the backbone, and like where the hips are, you would copy the location of that for the upper, like where the legs connect to the hips. You would just copy the location with an offset. For the arms, it'd be like at the shoulders, and you would be doing the same thing, so you could still, you know, actually control what's going on without your whole bone system just being a nightmare. So that's why I did that. I just want to delete those. Yeah, because we don't need that. And I don't actually need to see that set of bones anymore, so we'll turn those off. Oh, wrong set. There we go. This should probably work in 279 as far as the file goes. I would think. I don't see any reason why it shouldn't. I may actually try to. Yeah, you know what I will. I'll make sure I can open this with 279, and if I can't, I will just put 2 links on the website. One for the 279 series, which won't be updated, and then one for the 2.8, which will be. So if it doesn't work on 279, basically you won't be able to get this new animations, because if it doesn't open and it's not, you know, I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. I'm not going to recreate the animations in 279. You'll just have to get 2.8 and learn it. That's the hard truth. I'm sorry. Let's see. Is there anything else? No, I don't think so. Another stream next month. I don't know what. I never do, though. Like, you should expect that from me by now if you've watched any number of my streams. I never know what I'll be doing in the next stream, and I usually only decide like the week prior. But it is always the first Saturday of the month, so you know, just know that first Saturday of next month, which will be April the 6th. April the 6th, my friends, will be the next stream, and it'll be sometime around when this stream was, maybe a little later, maybe the same start time. I really don't know. It depends on a few things, but we'll see. There might be some improvements, like maybe I'll have my camera working again. Maybe I'll do a green screen instead of this little halo around myself. Which I should really have just scooted my chair over and moved my mic, so I would have been in the middle. It was probably super annoying. They were like, "Move your head over, Nathan! You're bugging me. Just be in the middle." So if I was sorry, I just, you know, I can't think of all these things at once. This is probably completely unnoticeable, but OBS, which is what I stream with and what I do all of my recordings with as well, recently added some new feature thing to use NVIDIA encoding or something. I forget, but I'm using it. Supposedly it's supposed to somehow make it look better. As far as I can tell, it's supposed to look better, use less data and less processing power. I don't know how that's possible, but supposedly it's a thing. I don't know. But yeah, that's gonna wrap this one up. So let's get this little, whoops, I didn't want that. Let's get, oh, I may have just broken something. No, I didn't. Okay. Let's get this little guy playing again. And yeah, thanks for hanging out, for the questions, the suggestions. The jump idea was really good. I forget who said that. Was that Joshua or was that Bill? Joshua. Yes, you guys had some excellent ideas. Thank you. I rather like how it turned out. And you never know. Possibly we'll see this in a mod someday. And no promises, you know, I'm not saying it's going to be, but it could happen. And if you want to put it in your own mod, feel free. I have zero objections to that. The download will include a B3D export of it as well, and a text file with the animation dope sheet, so you can easily see what frames your animations start on and stop on and all that good stuff. So if you did want to use it, there you go. It'll all be good. Yeah, so I think we're gonna wrap it up here. Thanks for joining. Tune in next month for another one. Someone playing Complex Doom plus LCA. I have no idea what that is. I've heard of Doom, so I know what that is, but Complex Doom? Is that like some version of Doom? LCA? I have no idea what LCA is. If it was GTA, I would know, but LCA, I've never played GTA either, but I at least know what that is. I'm not a complete hermit that lives under a rock. I do know a little bit about pop culture, but I don't know what LCA is. Before you guys all leave, I was supposed to mention this. I don't know if any of you watch them, but I'm doing playthroughs on Inside the Box, and I was wondering, and I put the question forward in one of the Inside the Box videos, but it may not have even gone public yet because I have like 2 months worth recorded. I was thinking about maybe doing the little face cam in the corner on that because it's a puzzle server. So I thought, it might be. So, if you think it's a mod for Xandormium source program to do 2. I'm lost. I don't know. But anyways, I was thinking about putting a face cam on Inside the Box. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below, I suppose, if you watched this far. I don't know, it might be a good idea and it might be a horrible idea. The trouble is, if I do it, I can't remove it in post. So I pretty much have to re-record the whole episode if I decide it's a bad idea or if people don't like it. Is there another open source 3D? There are a few, but I don't know if any of them are any easier to learn, I guess would be the correct terminology. Offhand, I can't think of what they are, though. And it depends, too, on what exactly you're all trying to do. Like, because different ones obviously have different features, which is kind of what makes them different and everything. Like, there's some... Let me see if I can find it. Why do I have caps on? That's... I don't think that's what I wanted. Here we go. So, actually, I could do this. So there's this program called... I'm sorry, I don't know how you're supposed to pronounce that. Goxel? Like voxel, but it has a G. But it only lets you build with voxels, obviously. Which, I don't know. That might do what you want. And it says it can export to OBJ. So if you're just trying to make, cubic stuff for Mindtest, that might be an option. I don't know, though, and I don't... Oh, here they say screenshots. Marching key rendering. Procedural tool. Interesting. This actually looks interesting. But anyways, what I was saying is, I don't know how this works for texture output. And nothing here really shows. So I don't know what options you really have for texturing an OBJ that you export with this. But this is one that I have heard of before. I've never used it, but it is available. Oh, I've known for iOS as well, and Windows and Mac. And I could have sworn it said Linux. Oh, I don't provide binary for the moment. Oh, so you'd have to compile it from GitHub, which you just have to have a few dependencies, which you might actually, with the exception of scones, assuming you're a Linux user, which I have no idea. But yeah, it's available that way. Otherwise, I don't really know of anything that's like a super... a super easy to use. I mean, like, there's whatever that Google one's called. But I don't know if you can export anything from that. I know there's like add-ons and stuff, and I've seen people use it for, what is it? Is it SketchUp? I think that's what it's called. But I've never used SketchUp. But from what I've heard, it's really easy to use. I think it makes horrible geometry though, which is like, it's not what makes it easy to use, but because it is easy to use, it just does all sorts of stupid, crazy stuff behind the scenes that if you wanted to use it for mind test, probably wouldn't really be optimal. You'd have to clean up the mesh a lot, is my understanding. But yeah, I mean, pretty much any 3D program, they can do a lot of stuff. So yeah, it is going to be a little complex, and I mean, I guess your learning curve is going to be different between everything. But I did post earlier the links to a few YouTube playlists for like Blender basics and stuff. One from CG Cookie, and then the official Blender YouTube channel. They have a series of 40-something videos of like just intro, getting familiar with the interface and how to manipulate objects and basics, and stuff that's really aimed for beginners and starters. So there is that. OpenSCAD. Make mouse. I've never heard of OpenSCAD. That is a suggestion though. Let's see. Oh, this looks here we go, gallery. That's not actually, wait, what? That did something other than what I thought it was gonna do. This is like 3D print. Oh, this must be stuff that people 3D printed. Okay, never mind. It looks like it's very parametric, is it called? Where it's like all based off math things. I don't know, but that is, I guess you could check into it as well. The model is on my website, as I have posted a few times. But yes, it will be. I will be uploading it shortly after the stream finishes. NathanSalpat.com, portfolio, low poly Scorpion. There's a download right here. Don't download it yet. Wait, have some patience. I need to upload this file to my server so you can get the 2 new animations that were made during the stream. The first one's kind of meh. We actually kind of just like, yeah, sure, whatever. We'll just stop there. Yeah, it was the one we actually that just played the little pow pow pow, little punching action. But yeah, that was the first one. That was the second one. I like that second one a lot more. That would terrify me. I mean, like I said before, any of this would terrify me in real life. Scorpion, that's... actually, I don't even know how big this is. So a default cube in Blender. Let's just put this to 0. Okay, so that is... Whoops, that was the wrong thing. We need to scale that. Okay, so this is 1 node in MindTest. So the Scorpion is... How do I turn my little... There we go. The Scorpion is probably, I would say... He's about 2 nodes wide. Yeah. And... about-ish 3 long, if you count his tail. So it's... If you figure each node's a meter, right? That's the official measurement. So, I mean, the Scorpion's only like 6 feet across. It's like from fingertip to fingertip. So pretty much this Scorpion, his legs and body are the size of an adult male laying on the ground. And then the tail is a little extra. That's pretty horrifying. Just saying. Even if he doesn't have his pinchers like a Scorpion would. Yeah. I don't know, depending on how this turns out in the aftermath, by which I just mean how many views it garnishes before next month, maybe I'll do some more stuff in Blender. And maybe not. You never know on this channel. You just don't. It's always a surprise until the week before. Now let me think if there's something else I'm supposed to mention before I stop. I don't think there was. No, I don't think so. Oh, by the time the next video comes out, My Test 5.0 should have released. I was kind of hoping it would have actually released before the stream, but oh well, that's fine. I do have a release video. As soon as I learn that it's released, I've got a release video just waiting for you guys on YouTube. Get hyped. It's like 20 minutes long, I think. Covers all the features, every single last one. And it kind of actually does, because like I have the changelog play at the very end. You can't read it because it scrolls too fast, but it's all there. So I'm not lying. Anyway, I'm going to wrap this up here before I go off on another tangent and keep you guys, for another 15, 20 minutes. So thanks for joining. Thanks for watching. Subscribe and like if you haven't. Yeah, that's it. So I will see you guys next time. Yes.